what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm just going to document a case study for my company, Ignite Marketing. We have a unique marketing channel that will generate a high volume of sales calls that ultimately lead to closed customers. I'm going to talk to you about how I spent $52 on a private acquisition channel and in turn was able to produce $6,100 from just 6 days of running this campaign. This video I think will be very valuable to you if you're a service-based business because it will generate a high volume of sales calls for your company at a very low cost. And we have case study after case study outside of our own company with HVAC, plumbing, home service, or service-based businesses where this strategy works phenomenally well because it gets people on the phone with you, which ultimately just, again, it leads to sales. I just want to document this for my company, Ignite Marketing, how I use this campaign, because obviously we offer this as a service and it wouldn't make sense for us to offer it as a service if we weren't also using it. But if you're a service-based business, you're going to want to watch this full video because this marketing strategy will be a foundational tool to generating leads and making sure that your company stays busy all year round. So let's hop into my computer really quick where I can break down the CRM tool that we use. I'll break down how the technique and strategy works. I'll show you the results to it. And if you have any other questions or if you want to learn how to work with me, we'll have some information on that as well. So first off, we use a software called Go High Level. This is a very popular software. A lot of companies use it as a marketing tool, as a sales fulfillment tool, and as an operational tool as well. You have dashboards so you can track a lot of different measures in your company from a marketing, sales, and operational standpoint. It centralizes all your conversations. So typically businesses have multiple with you and do business with you. And so Go High Level is a software that can centralize all those different avenues of communication into one inbox. You can do calendar systems if you are, again, a service-based business where you're booking appointments. You can build out pipelines. So if you have multiple marketing channels, multiple marketing campaigns going on, you can organize that in different pipelines and have different stages of pipeline depending on how your sales process flows with those marketing channels. But most importantly, and what I've been using this tool for and what I'm using this to document right now is the automation side of things, where you can build marketing automations, sales automations, fulfillment automations, all kinds of stuff that will help you actually be more effective and productive as a business, especially when you have limited ability to hire a big staff to do everything for you. And one of the automations that we built is right here. It's our voicemail system. So what we do that's super different and unique is called ringless voicemail. Because if you've got a warm opt-in list of leads, like our clients who are $15 million a year, $50 million a year, $100 million a year companies, they have massive lists of people all around the area that know who they are. What they need to do is keep things moving and grooving. They want to squeeze the total lifetime value out of these customers. In addition, they want to acquire brand new customers, but for a low cost. And that's what this tool does. So we've designed an entire system where there's a brain attached to it that I designed based off of a tagging system and other things that allow us to nurture a list of leads in an appropriate way through ringless voicemail. The software, what it does is bypasses the phone system, and instead of calling the customer, it just drops a voicemail directly into the inbox. And it does it all on autopilot. And we can do up to 7,000 per day at just 7 cents per voicemail. Typically we see about a 5% callback rate. In this case study for my company, it's a little bit better than a 5% callback rate. But ideally what happens is we send, like, let's say a list of 10,000 leads through the system. The system is going to then drop voicemails automatically, which is pretty much what your sales team is doing already. We're just replacing their physical output with a tool. And from that tool, it's going to tell us who's interested. They're going to call us back, text us, something along those lines, right? And so let's say we did 10,000 voicemails over the course of a month, you'll get about 500 inbound inquiries from that campaign. Now, from it, not all of them are calling you back because of a missed voicemail and because they're interested. That's not like 500 hot leads coming in. It's just 500 phone calls coming in about whatever is going on with your business. About 5% of them, so 25 people, will actually be interested because of the voicemail itself. So truthfully, the bulk of what we're doing is we're generating a bunch of sales calls that are, yeah, cold calls. Even if it's to a warm retained list, you're still calling them out of the blue. But the difference is they called you back, which means that they took time out of their day to figure out who you are. They're genuinely curious, and you have 100% opportunity to pitch them every single time that you answer that phone when they call you back. And so what ended up happening for us is we spent $52.18 over the course of 6 days, and we did 1,992 voicemails over that period of 6 days. So for a total of $52.18, we were able to send out just about 2,000 voicemails. I didn't have to physically dial anybody. I'm building a company. I have many hats that I am wearing right now. I don't always have time to do the outbound part of lead gen, which is the most important part to maintain a thriving business. So this tool did everything for me, and then I have it organized in my pipeline as to who they are when they call back in, so I can work a productive pipeline, not just a lead list, but a productive lead list. So here is a category for everybody that has called into my company recently from my voicemail campaign that I have to call back because I was not able to answer their phone call, or they sent me a text message. Also, here's a list of people that I've spoken to that have like my information, that they're not ready right now, but they want to follow up in a couple of months. So anyways, I have all these different stages of where people kind of lie, right? When we drop you a voicemail, and again, one of two things happens. Either 5% of them are going to call you because they saw a voicemail and they're interested, or the other 95% of the people are just going to call you because they had a missed phone call notification, and curiosity kills the cat. They're curious as to who you are and why you called them. The cool thing though is, again, it's flipping the script. They interrupted your day. You didn't interrupt their day. They got to their voicemail when they wanted to, right? And they called you back out of their own interest to figure out who you are. So you have a 100% chance to pitch them on your offer. And if you have a skill set, which we do, and we can definitely take over the appointment setting services, you can convert those, and let's just say you convert 10%, so 47 people, right? So from that, from the voicemails and the conversion, we see about 80 people that we can turn into an opportunity for your company off of a voicemail campaign, right? That's a very easy example. And 10,000 voicemails times 7 cents would be about $700. Super cheap to generate that much interest in your business. And so what ends up happening is we drop you a voicemail and you will call us back. And not always can we call you back, because sometimes the phones are ringing so much that we don't have the ability to answer all the calls. So we have to call you back. So I missed this phone call, and then I called back. He missed my call. So then he sent me a text saying I can't talk right now. So then I sent him a quick pitch via text message. This is all done through the same software that I was just sharing with you earlier. From there, he said, I tried calling back yesterday, call me in 30 minutes. I said, okay, sounds good. I called him twice, he didn't answer. So then I just let him know, hey, I called you 2 times, you didn't answer. Again, all through the same software, calling, texting, emailing, it all centralizes into this inbox. Then the next day, he finally calls me back, and we spoke for 40 minutes, which ended up into a sale. We were able to collect just a few days later $6,100 from this client to get started on this voicemail marketing campaign. And so something that only costs $52 to my company to generate $6,100 in revenue from my company, that is a phenomenal tool in lead gen services that I just don't think that you're going to get anywhere else, right? You're not going to hire a team of people for that cheap to get those kind of results. You yourself are probably too busy to do that many phone calls to even get results like that yourself. Plus, don't mention the amount of exhaustion you would have to call 2,000 people over 6 days and pitch every single one and go through every single person who was not interested. Because look, the truth is, in this pipeline, there's plenty of people who are not interested. I have 34 opportunities that are not interested in what I had to offer. That's okay. That's part of the tool. That's part of the process. The tool helps us filter who's going to talk to us. And from the conversation we have with them, we can convert them in a pipeline and a sales process. It works. It's a phenomenal tool, and we have examples across the whole board, and we have hundreds of call recordings to prove it, between HVAC, plumbing, window cleaning, many different service-based companies across the board. It's phenomenal for B2B, meaning business to business. Obviously, I use it for business to business as well. And one of our best successes would be our HVAC client, who did, in just 3 weeks of using this voicemail system, they spent a total of $3,000 in that first month. and they got $392,000 in revenue from this voicemail system. So it's a phenomenal tool that you can use in your business. It's extremely low cost. It has extremely high potential in terms of how much call volume you can get into your business. And from there, as long as you have a good offer and you can convert on that offer, I do believe you can have a tremendous ROI from a marketing campaign like this. It's different, it's unique. I guarantee you nobody in your industry is doing it. And if you apply it into your business, it'll help you tremendously. If you have any questions, or if you'd like us to help you out with building this type of marketing channel for your company, just click the link down below and we would love to talk to you. Anyways, have a great day, and we'll see you guys in the next video.